Hey guys, we are here at CRS. It's day 2 and I'm talking to Emily Ann Roberts. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You have new music coming out super soon. Can you tell us about what's coming down the pipe?
Yes, so I have a new song coming out called He Set Her Off, and it is kind of crazy, I'll tell you. You talk about country music being relatable. This song is relatable, but I don't know if we all like to claim that this song is relatable. So it's one of those songs where it feels like you're transported right to the beauty shop of your small town that you grew up in, and all the girls are talking about the latest drama. And it's one of those good old country songs about the women going nutso on their men because the man's been unfaithful. You know, that's the old faithful in country music, ain't it? But I love telling stories, and this is a story song. It takes you on a journey. And one of the favorite quotes that I have kind of gotten back from fans, I love hearing their favorite lyrics. And everybody's favorite line is, he thought she was fragile like a flower, but she's fragile like a bomb. Oh. He set her off. And that's so true. When we sat down to write that song, it was me, Parker Welling, and Seth Mosley. I talked about the fact that, you know, women are all called crazy, but majority of the time, somebody made them crazy. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. We ain't born that way. And so a lot of times there's a series of events that leads to the explosion, and that's kind of what this song is about.
Awesome. I'm sure it sounds very relatable. I'm here for it. So I did see that one has already got 6 million views on TikTok and Instagram.
Yes, that one has blown up on my socials. People have just loved it. And I don't know what I expected, but it has been so, well, okay. It's been neat and alarming to see all of the videos that people are using with my song in the background. They'll put it to their own life and their own situation. And I love seeing it, but sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, maybe we are crazy. So that's been very interesting to see, but I'm so thankful that it's connecting with people.
Awesome. So I want to talk to you a little bit. You've played the Opry 16 times.
Yes.
Tell us about how you got involved over there and how you've kind of become a regular. That's awesome.
Oh, well, I love playing the Grand Ole Opry, and I made my debut a little bit after I was on The Voice, so it was back in 2018 when I made my Opry debut, and that was the best night of my life. I never dreamed I would be able to do that. I mean, I dreamed that I would, but I never thought it would really happen. And so every time I stand on that stage, I don't take a minute of it for granted. But I guess I've just hopefully done a good job, and that's why they've asked me back. But they've had me back a couple times, and I have loved every single time I've been able to do it. And one of my favorite stories to tell from my Opry debut is I was introduced for the first time by Ricky Skaggs. And awesome. Yes, I love him. I grew up listening to his music, and they give all the announcers a little card with, you know, the bio and little points that they can read and to introduce us. And he wrote me a note on it, and he said, "So proud of you, first of many, love, your Ricky." And I have cherished that little piece of paper for years. I have to pinch myself every time I think about it that actually happened. But I'm so thankful for every time I've been able to stand on the Opry. I hope I get to do it a lot more.
We just had Alex Miller up, and Martha was telling us that you guys are maybe co-writing a little bit?
Yes, so I write with Alex Miller quite a bit. I love working with him. He is a hoot and a half.
He's amazing.
He is so funny. He's larger than life. I mean, his personality just lights up the room. And we, you know, connected on social media and then started writing together a couple months back. And the first song that we wrote together was actually a duet. And so that was really fun. I had never done that before.
Awesome.
And so we'll see. I would love to do something with him down the road, and maybe we'll get to actually record it and put it out there and sing it for people.
Here's hoping. I would love to hear y'all together.
You know, it's fun. There's a new little crop of young folks like us who are bringing back that true country sound. Mm-hmm. And so it's cool to make friends who are passionate about that kind of music.
Yeah, I'm super stoked about it. So we're going to be showing a video for your single, The Building. Can you talk to us a little bit about that tune and where it came from and the video itself?
Absolutely. Well, that song is probably the nearest and dearest to my heart. Out of all the songs that I have written, it's about my home church in East Tennessee. And you know, there's a lot of things that take me back home when I go back to East Tennessee, and the home that I was raised in is real special. But when I think about the place that raised me up, I think about my church. It's where I learned who I was and that I was loved. It's where the foundation of my life was built. And when I wrote that song with Michael Farron, he had a very similar story about his home church. And it was so neat because he had read an Instagram post of mine that I'd written up about my church, and he told me, I think that's a song. So I never intended to write that song, but it's so neat when you sit down and you're working with creative people and bouncing ideas off of each other. Something may inspire them that you never, you know, thought about it that way. So we were able to write that together, and it's been such a blessing because that song is so specific to my life. It's all my story, but when I sing it, people feel like it's their story too, and that just reminds me of the power and the beauty of music.
100%. Let's check that out, you guys.